Hey guys, Toast again from Fishyaker. Here's a quick update on my $100 Minn Kota trolling motor project. This thing's really coming out nice. So guys, if you've been following along on the Fishyaker channel over the past month, you've seen me show you this. It's a 30-pound thrust Minn Kota Endura C2. So again, a 30-pound thrust Endura from Minn Kota. I did upgrade the prop on it to a weedless wedge. Heard some mixed thoughts on that. We're going to find that out when we get in the water to see if the smaller stock prop is better than the weedless wedge. Some people say this will vibrate more. And actually, some are saying the smaller standard prop actually is faster. Then in the other video, I showed you how I took the head off. When you take the head off, you get a bunch of wires inside. I simply just pulled out the positive and negative, put a chair tip on it, cut some little slices in there, and ran the wires out, the positive, negative, got that waterproof. Then here, what you're seeing is what comes on its stock. I've got some stuff hidden there. I'll show you all that in the next video, how I'm going to attach it to the boat. A little hacking I did there. But it's a 30-pound thrust Minn Kota. Again, I got this for just shy of $100 online. Then I got the prop. But then I bought, a lot of us been looking at videos on it, pulse width modulators. Got a pulse width modulator and an electrical conduit box. So this box here is waterproof. The PWM that I bought has forward and reverse. Center is off. Single line is forward. 2 lines is reverse. You got your knob here. I've got the wiring and everything inside. So this thing is waterproof. And I picked this up at a local hardware store. You can pick up different sizes. This one here is actually a slightly taller version than one that they sell. This was probably about 12 bucks, I think it was. Not super expensive. It's really durable, though. So then basically what you're looking at is a trolling motor. Just the 2 wires are all you need that come out of it, positive and negative. I've got some attachments on there, some couplers, so I can actually take the control unit off, separate from the motor and separate from a battery. I'm just using a old Odyssey here that I've had for a few years. So I've got the Odyssey, run to the pulse width modulator, the control box, then run to the motor. So the concept of the pulse width modulator is to basically do the same thing as a Minn Kota maximizer. So keep in mind that when you have a trolling motor and you have one of the ones that have, say, speeds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse, and a couple speeds on reverse. Doesn't matter, though, because of the way these coils and everything are manufactured. Doesn't matter if you have it at full bore or slow bore. You're using that same amount of electricity. This actually, the electrical pulses, modulates how much electricity, how much juice goes from the battery into the lower unit of the motor. So you're not using as much juice, and you can control it universally. Total control, as fast or slow as you want, through a knob. So again, I got it wired up to the battery. Show you guys how it works. Again, the pulse width modulator board is inside this housing here that I made. So then basically everything's waterproof. Right now it's off. So I can turn it on and off at the knob, and it's not going to go anywhere. There's no juice getting to it until I push it forward or reverse. So we'll go ahead and push it to the single line. That's going to put it in forward. And then as I turn this, so you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Total continuous control. And again, this is only a 30-pound thrust. Full speed. And again, you're not hearing clicks or anything going. down to the different speeds. Total continuous control there. Again, just like a maximizer system from Minn Kota would have. And again, this is a great option if you're using it on a kayak, a boat, whatever. And you can change out the knob, go to your local hardware store. You might have some old electronics or something, have different knobs for you. Do whatever you want to on the configuration, but this is just a standard configuration a lot of the YouTubers are starting to use. Again, fast or slow as you want to, even down to a little creep. So it's only letting out enough juice to run at the speed you want it. And then on this unit I have here, you'll hear it click, and it's off. Again, off to the center, to the reverse, and it's the same in reverse. You can go super slow. You can go super fast. Again, that's in reverse. So this trick really does work, guys. So I got this motor for right at $100. Use some wire that I already had around here. Did a little bit of splicing. Put some little connectors on it so I can plug it in and out of the battery on the kayak. Again, this box you can pick up like a Lowe's or Home Depot or any other hardware store. It's got the electrical section. I picked up the pulse width modulator for about 15 bucks off of Amazon. You can find them even cheaper if you get them from like overseas, shipped directly to you, but it takes a while. But this one here only came in a couple of days. So if I was to do the math on this, not including batteries I already had and some wire I already had, you're looking at $100 for the motor, about 15 bucks for the pulse width modulator off of Amazon, about 12 bucks or so for the conduit box. So you're only looking like 130 bucks or so for a universally, continuously controlled, maximized trolling motor. And again, you can use this with a standard stern connection or however, whatever kind of trolling motor you got. Just remember, you're going to have a number of wires coming out, but all you need are that positive and negative wire. You're going to run that into your control box and run it to your battery. Super easy. Actually impressed at how well this thing has worked. So we'll have at least one more video, probably one more. We're going to show how I'm attaching it to the kayak. Maybe show you the surprise that's inside that plastic bag there. But yep. So those tricks, everybody talks about pulse width modulators. It does work. Again, sometimes you'll hear they'll fry out. Sometimes people will say they're not manufactured well, or you might have issues with overheating and shorts and stuff. It may happen. But again, I only paid 15 bucks for it. And you can find it even cheaper than that if you look around, especially if you don't want one with forward and reverse. But it's nice for this one, forward and reverse. And infinite control. Pretty cool. So turn it off. Here, put it in the center. And I'm done. Pretty cool. So that's how you hook up a pulse width modulator, or a PWM, on a $100 motor from Minn Kota. All right, guys, if you haven't yet, give us that thumbs up, share the video. Be sure to like it. Subscribe to Fishyaker. And maybe tomorrow you'll see another one where I might wrap all of this up. And I'll do a full walkthrough on it again. Pretty impressed with how this worked out. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the water.
Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.